So now we're gonna start doing some thinning out where we stopped last week, and what the property owner wants to do. You see the Cat 308 sitting right down in there. We'll get that started up here in just a second and get it warming up. But property owner now just wants to kind of thin this stuff out all the way to the creek. And I don't even know where the creek is. I'm gonna have to walk back there and see where that's at and get an idea how long that's gonna take, and let the property owner know what I think the time wise it'll be. And there's a crossing back there somewhere that they want to make a path or a little ATV road to get back to it, so we got to get that done too. And then one other thing we've got to do is up in there where we found the septic system last week is dig down and uncover the top of that septic system, so the state can come out and see that that tank's there, and get them proof for put that system back in service. So we'll get this Cat 308, get the fluids checked in it, and get it started warming up. Then we'll go try to find the creek. All right, let's go find the creek, see what that looks like, see how we're going to get down there to that cross, which direction we're going to go through here. And I think rather than trying to go through that junk and getting scratched up and beat up going through there, we're going to walk down the adjoining property here, which is cleared out, and walk back there to where it's at. I'm still working my way back through here. I've been walking for a few minutes since I turned the camera off. I still hadn't found the creek. Man, it's getting thick. And it's getting thick back through here. I've really lost track of the property marker, so I'm guessing I'm still on the property I'm supposed to be on. Let me look around a little bit more and I'll bring you back when I find it. Oh, I do see another pink marker over there, so I'm still on their property. Let me find this creek and bring you back. Yep, there it is. Nice little creek. Doesn't seem to be a lot of water flowing through it, but the water's clean, so it's not just stale and stagnant laying here. But here's the creek, and man, it's a long way back over there where the 308's at. So there's a lot of clearing to get between here and there. I'll have to call and let them know what I think about that. And there's a basketball just randomly laying over there in the field. It's interesting. But there's the another property marker right there. I don't know if that's the back corner or if the property still goes on a little farther, but now then I gotta find that crossing they said there was for this creek, and that's where they're wanting this road to end. So let me find that. I've been walking for a couple minutes there. I'm coming up on the crossing now. It's a culvert, probably, I guess that's probably a 60-inch culvert, just guessing. Get over and take a look at it. All right, we found it. There it is. It's a big old culvert somebody put in here years ago. I guess this property was cleared a long time ago. But we are here. This is on the far edge of the property, far right side of the property. And there's randomly just balls laying back here. There's a softball. That other basketball was up there a while ago. And there's another ball laying right there. There must be a school or a playground or something upstream from this property. There's a lot of kids' toys laying here on this property. All right, this is our destination to get to this crossing. And I see another pink ribbon over here on the left. So probably what I'm gonna do is pick a path up there where the 308 is and just work my way down here to that today, see how long that takes, and then give me an idea how long it take to clear all this other. Came out into a cleared spot here. I guess somebody at some point was going to do a little something here. That's freshly cleared out too, so I don't know. There's no barbed wire fence right here, and track goes probably another 50 yards through that dense privet, and I'm not walking through that. I'm gonna pop out in this road to the neighbor's property here and walk up through there. Well, I was first thinking where this inlet is right here, the tank would be right here below it. But now I'm just thinking that this clean out is going to be in the inlet side of the tank. So I'm probably, there's an indention right down here, a low spot. I'm thinking that tank might be down there now. Let me get the probe and probe down here just for a minute, see if I can hit anything. There's no way I can get that rod to go in the ground. I'm almost positive that tank is right here. This just a really low spot right here. I need to bring the, and there's an orange flag there for some reason. So I'm almost bring the traco down here and dig down right here and see if I can find that tank. We've either found a septic tank or we found a grave. I guess that's the septic tank, concrete lid. So we good. Let me dig this out a little bit and expose the lid for the inspector, and we'll be start digging some trees. More of this cleaned out, and maybe now I can get through there and see where that creek crossing is. I know there's a good barbed wire fence that I saw this morning when I went through here, and I haven't even run into that yet. I think I'll take this trail right here and see where this goes. Okay, there's the barbed wire fence right there. Yeah, and then that's that cleared out spot I was talking about this morning. It looked like somebody had freshly cleaned that up, maybe for a house. So we'll get into this barbed wire fence area right here and get across it, and then figure out where we go from there. So we're making progress, looking good. Ow! Except for those briars. Ow! Well, now then, I've come right through here, and the barbed wire fence was there where these big, huge cedar trees are. So I'm through that barbed wire fence now, and I need to find out where that crossing is. So let's see if we can find that. So I'm walking in the direction that I think it is, if I can get loose from these briars. Gosh, it's a long way back here, longer than I thought, actually, even this morning. Oh, these briars are something else. Yep, I see it right there. There is the, I'm not gonna walk away over, get these briars, but the culvert is right there, that creek crossing. And if you see a path right through there, that's the way we're gonna come. We're gonna come straight from where the excavator is, right through here, and we'll be at the crossing. So that's probably another 100 yards. That's what we like, getting to that creek. Well, I'm gonna get out of these saw briars, go get a sandwich, come back and we'll do some more. I didn't let that sound play long because it would bust your eardrums just like it did mine. I'll tell you right now, that thing scared me half to death. I knew that was there, but I didn't know the testing date and time that that thing went off. And I've got a problem with the excavator. The cylinder seal blew out on me, and I was walking back up here to the truck to work on a little bit. That thing went off, and I thought the world had ended. That scared me to death. That is that's a warning system for a nearby nuclear plant, Watts Bar nuclear plant. And I tell you, that was bad. Let's take a look at this cylinder and I'll show you what the problem is with it and try to come up with a solution to fix it. For now, anyway. So sometime back, this cylinder tore up on me. Actually, the top of the rod broke and broke the nut off. So I took this and had it repaired. And it's held up pretty good up until now. And then just a few minutes ago, if you can see, the seal blew out right here. And it's squirting fluid everywhere. So with it like that, that thumb won't stay up. Even if it was, I would still leak fluid out. So what I want to try to do so I can keep working is this thing has shutoffs. There's a shutoff right here, and then on the other side there's another shutoff that turns the fluid off from this cylinder. So what I'm going to try to do, and do it quickly, is get this thumb to come up and close both of those valves off and see if it will stay up like that. If it won't, then I'll have to get it up and strap it around the stick just to hold it out of place so I can continue working today. I'll have to take that cylinder off and take it to a shop, and they'll have to replace that seal in there for me. Well, that'll work. It's a cat, so it's good to hold it anyway. Those shut-off valves didn't do what I thought, obviously, because after I thought about it, with that seal blown out right there, it's just letting the air ease into that cylinder. Even though the fluid shut off, air's easing into that and letting that slide down. So that wasn't gonna work. But anyway, they're shut off. I'm not gonna be leaking fluid, and this is tied up. Get it out of the way so I can continue working. I imagine that cylinder is probably going to be about $250 to replace that seal and rebuild it. Nice. Okay, here we go. Got the thumb bandaged up there, and it's a little harder to do this way because you got to reach out farther and curl that material up between the bucket and the thumb in a static position, and just kind of carry it around and drop it where you need to, and push it as you need to with the back of the bucket. Not a whole lot of fun when the thumb's broke, but you can still keep going. Well, my strap come off. I may have to get a better strap, a bigger strap to hold that on. Like I said, it was a cat, or it is a cat strap, but it come loose. Back up here, all this smoke. Good night. Try to get this thing back on. What's happening, and what I didn't realize earlier, was I've got a little bit of cylinder sticking out here, and because of that pressure in there, what happened was this thumb wiggling, it got some slack and caused this strap to come loose. So I'm gonna put a little bit of tension on a little at a time, and I'll finally get it to where this bottoms out, and then I should be able to keep that not from coming loose again, hopefully. All right, now I know I'm bottomed out because this bracket is touching the stick. So that should be good, keep it from coming loose now. I didn't think Cat was gonna fail me. Up here to the truck and get some of this grease off of me. Let's get back to work. I'm gonna start right here at the barbed wire fence where we was at a little while ago, and we've got a path all the way down to the creek now, so we'll take a walk down there and see what it looks like. This was the fence row here where the big cedar trees was. Now then I got all this cleared out, and all the brush dragged back to that pile where I was just at there, and you had the blade down and scrape this off to get all the trash off of it, and down all the way to the creek. I told the property owner there a while ago, when that septic tank that we cleaned off the top of, she thinks was put in about 20 years ago. So I imagine this culvert, this road tile, probably about the same amount of time. The bottom of it looks pretty rusted out. But that's where we are. We're at the creek. See if we can see any fish in there. I see some little fish, nothing big. But you can tell by the looks of the bottom of that metal culvert, it's been in there a pretty good while. It's pretty rusty in the bottom. That took about 6 hours to get down here, and we'll go back up to top now. We'll start working our way thinning that area out as we come down through here. All right, well, it's time for an update now. I've got all the brush that was here this morning. I'm on the top side of it. Got all that brush this morning into the pile, and all of it's burning up. We got the last little bit of debris around the pile on there now. And I cleaned up all that dirt and debris with roots and sticks all the way around the pile now. I'll walk around this other side. It looks like a big pile of dirt there, but after it's spread out, it'll go away pretty fast. There's a few different options for that. The least expensive option would be to spread it out in that area and then go over it with the bucket and clean all the roots and sticks off the top of the dirt, and then sow it with grass. And the rest of that stuff would just rot down over time. Another option would be to haul it off, which that would be the most expensive option, but there is a landfill just right across the road. Well, the travel wouldn't be too far to travel. Another option would be they're going to put a house here, and depending on where the house goes, we may have to do a borrow pit to get some fill dirt to build the pad. So if we go that route and dig the borrow pit, that'd be a good place to put a lot, if not all, that dirt there and spread it out over that. I'll be back at this job site to build a pad, and like I mentioned, and put in a water line and several different things on this for the house. But for now, we got the land cleared and got it burned. So today I'll be taking the skid steer off from this job to another one, and in the morning I'll be picking up the Cat 308, take it up to Watts Bar Lake area and doing a job up there. We'll end this video with a drone flight, and I'm gonna put a video in it where I flew over it when I first got here, what it looked like then, and then what it looks like today. I'll fly over it today and show you what it looks like after it's cleaned up.